Hello everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Gold Crest Valley. And I was returning the sprayer home back to the main farm here. And it occurred to me, I wonder if this sprayer can go over cars or not. Now obviously this, actually there's several vehicles back here now, are not willing to pass underneath the sprayer, but I wonder if we can go over it. Look at that, we can. Even over the truck, too? Yeah, wow. That's kind of a surprise. Oh, we're stuck on the truck, though. Oh, we can actually look. Okay, we can look under the map here. Yeah, okay, I think we got it stuck this time. Might have to leave it here till the vehicles despawn, then. I can try turning on. Or that doesn't work. Okay. Oh, vehicles despawned. Okay. We'll bring the sprayer back to the main farm here. And then we're going to start harvesting soybeans here this episode. Field 26 is ready to harvest. The rest of the fields are still one growth stage away. And as far as hiring a worker on this sprayer goes, works really good on field 20. The smaller fields, though, not so much. Field 20 there, hired the worker on that field. That's our grass field there. Had no issues with that. But yeah, fields like 19 and 24, and then I think I tried was it 14 and 12 here. Yes, the hired worker just doesn't work on those fields very well. You know, do the first row that you hire him on just fine. But then for the turning around, he's pretty much all done at that point, unfortunately. Okay, we'll shut that off. And head over to the combine here. And we're going to start harvesting some soybeans. And, of course, we got the case 9230 here this episode. And get the GPS lined up here. We can probably actually shift that over just a little bit. There we go. Now, I'm not sure what kind of yield we're going to get on the soybeans here. We are one level short on the fertilization here. I forgot to fertilize this field when we were doing all the fertilizing, so one level short of the fertilizer. Should still be okay, though. I'm not going to worry about it too much here. And I see, according to the weather there, we're looking at some like hail, rain type of weather coming up. So I kind of want to get this field done and harvested before that happens, hopefully. Rest of the fields, though, should be all good for 3 levels of fertilization. You can see, oh, the hired worker must have missed a bit. Didn't notice that there, field 20. Probably that house there, probably missed that. So yeah, you can see field 26 there, missing 1 level of fertilization, unfortunately. Rest of the fields are all good. And 20 kiwi mode, but of course, like I was saying there last time, we do want to wait till it gets to the later orange stage, so the middle orange here, which is what all the rest of the grass on this map looks like. And then we got soybeans, then 15, 14, and 12 are soybeans, and the rest I just planted in sunflowers. And then what I'm thinking, we'll next time around here, we'll do a bunch of corn. Okay, so let's continue harvesting here. That reminds me as well, I was actually going to, let's see, Group 8. Need to make sure the pigs are getting clean here. They were looking a little dirty earlier. Hire the worker there, and same thing with the cows. Move it back to the middle here. Would be nice if you could like have like an end and start zone, and it doesn't matter where you're at, you could just hire the worker for this, but you always got to return them back to the middle. Okay, and we'll just read some comments here a moment while we're going up and down the field. Don't think there's really anything else going on the farm here at the moment we can do, so we'll see once maybe we'll like feed some pigs here later. The pigs are in need of some food. Noah was asking, will they have New Holland, Case, and Massey Ferguson in the game? I'm not sure what you are asking there, because yes, there is Case, Massey Ferguson, and New Holland in this game already. Justin was saying to get follow me closer or further away. You can do Control W to get closer, and Control S to get further away. And that is with the Follow Me mod, by the way, which is a mod, like I said before, not something I use very often. The main thing I use it for is when I'm bringing a lot of machinery to the field. For example, for those of you who watched the episode making silage there on field 20, we had all the tractors and equipment lined up there. Good use for that mod right there, if you ask me. Mason was saying you should buy the Challenger MT 975E with triple wheels. Soybean was saying with the John Deere seeder, you should skip one row. You could possibly do that, but when you think about it, look at what farmers in real life do. They typically don't skip a row. They will do every single row. So typically you turn around and start the next row. You don't skip a row. Now, of course, if the farmer has GPS, then he has the ability to probably do so. But like I said, they typically do not. And especially with a planter that wide, too. That's a 24-row planter, I believe. You shouldn't have to be skipping rows with a 24-row corn planter. Or row crop planter, actually, technically, seeing as how we were planting sunflowers. Not corn with it there last episode. Andy was saying, great video, and the water fill point. And there is a water fill point by the cow yard next to the fuel tank on the Lawfolds map. By the way, we also found one by the house on the main farm there. So that is actually where we filled up the water for the pigs. It's actually really close to the pigs. They're kind of like just right around the corner by the house. There's a little hydrant there. Like something not safe for drinking or something like that. Kind of weird. It's like, okay, we'll give this to the pigs, even though it says not safe for drinking. Farmer Gamer was saying, yes, the sprayers fly in real life, and a great video. And by the way, when we say fly, we mean they fly up and down the field. George left a comment here, and seeing as how we're harvesting, it's probably a good time to address this. In real life, you can lower, raise, extend in and out the reel, plus change the rotation speed, auger, draper, all that good stuff. Change the angle of the tines in the reel, change the cutting height of the header, change settings on the concaves, just to name a few. Yes, so on real life, combines are actually quite complicated. All the different adjustments you can make and have to make between the different crops you are harvesting. Even the like the sieves in the back here. I guess I don't know if you can actually see them. Probably not now while it's running. I don't know if they're actually even modeled in there, but all the adjustments you got to make, not only to the header but to the combine as well. And you get people that keep saying if you lower the reel down, you get a better yield. So as you can see, we really lowered the reel down there, and that is something you can do in the game. I don't typically do anything with it, so I guess that's all the way up there, all the way down. And then you can move it in and out as well. It actually moves in quite a bit. Yeah, it doesn't. That's all the way out. And then all the way down. I don't believe there's any other adjustments you can actually make as far as the header goes in the game here. But anyway, some people say it actually makes a difference for the yield. If you lower the reel all the way down, you actually get a better yield. Don't know if that's actually true or not. I have my doubts if Farming Simulator actually has that in the game here. You know, I guess we can find out here in a moment. At least try to. We'll get done with the row here. I'll empty out, and we'll start from 0, and we'll like try a row with the reel all the way up, and we'll try a row with the reel all the way down, and see if that makes a difference. So obviously, this would actually be very much incorrect at this point. Correct reel height for this crop would probably be about in there somewhere. And it would probably be in just a little bit. Probably something about like that, I would guess. Pretty much the purpose of the reel here is to pull the crops into the header. Make sure the crops do not fall out of the header. Samuel saying field 24 in sugar beets on the lawful map would take a year to harvest. Yeah, just about. That is for sure. It would take a long time to harvest that field. That is the really big field, by the way, on the Lawfolds map. Massey Farmer was asking, is that the Lizard Road Rage a Shelby or Mustang? From the looks of it, I would guess Mustang. And that car we were driving there last episode, that is a mod from Giants, by the way, for those of you wondering. Oh, and we are full. Okay. There we go. Really long pipe on this combine here. And then what we'll do here, we'll finish up this row, we'll empty again. And like I said, with the GPS mod here, we should be taking the same or roughly the same amount of crop each time. So we should be able to get a pretty good number here, I would think, if the reel height actually makes a difference. Like I said, I'll be very surprised if it does. Also, for the tires on the combine, I've had a few people say I should switch to the crawler tracks, and a few people saying I should stick with the duals, so I think I'm just going to stick with the duals. Like I said, I kind of like the look of the duals here on the case. Scott was saying, so John Deere won't put stuff in the Farming Simulator game. I think they would get a lot more sales if they put it in Farming Simulator. Technology ad for the tractor brand, essentially. So, yeah, why does John Deere not have any mods or equipment? Well, actually, there are mods, but there's no official equipment in the game here. We can only really speculate on that, but like I said before, More likely, it's probably licensing issues. And more likely, the cost of said license. Okay, so let's... How shall we do this? Let's maybe bring it all the way in and all the way down. Or all the way out. Let's do all the way out. So like a really weird... I don't know why you'd run your header like this. I don't know. Somebody tell me, what crop would you harvest where your reel would actually be this low? Actually, I don't think you can even run it this low because you'd be hitting your... looks like the cutter bar on the header here. Okay, we're lined up. We'll see how much we get here. Like I said, the theory being, according to the people in the comments here, you should get a yield increase by running it lower. Real life, though, I can say this for sure, looking at this, you definitely would not get a yield increase running your header like this in real life. Leo the Gamer was saying half the links do not work for your multiplayer server downloads. Has to be something wrong on your end because I checked the links there again. All four of the links work just fine. So, and this isn't a multiplayer video, but I will mention it for anybody that would like to join us on the multiplayer servers. Links and information to join are in any of my multiplayer videos. So don't check the description of this video. You won't find it. You do have to go check any one of my multiplayer videos. Shay was asking, can you try to convert the Oklahoma map? I've actually had a lot of comments of people asking that the last couple of days here. I have not heard any updates on the Oklahoma map recently, but I would suspect it will be coming out here eventually. Supposedly it is being worked on, and when it does come out, hopefully we'll probably put that up on the multiplayer server. Okay, so from that we got 3,293. Don't know if that's good, bad. I really wasn't paying attention to the yields on the last one. So we'll go to the other extreme now, all the way up. Okay, there we go. And like I said, we got the reel all the way up here. We'll see what kind of difference, if any, that makes. I'll be, like I said, very surprised if it actually does make a difference. Now, I do expect there'll probably be a slight difference here. You know, just the amount of crop we're harvesting, but I don't think it'll be that much. So yeah, here again, real life looks like this reel height would be a little bit too high. Another multiplayer question here. Freakalore was asking, I'm having issues joining your multiplayer server. I've downloaded all the mods and it still says I don't have the multi-storage, when in fact I do. I use it single player. Okay, so when I download mods like that, if you already have the mod, you need to make sure you replace it with the one that is coming off the multiplayer server, because there might be slight differences. So in this case, I'd probably delete out the multi-fruit storage you have and replace it with the one from the multiplayer server. Like I said, very, very important. You have the exact same mod we have on the server. In order to join the server, you will have to have the exact same mod. And some mods, even if you already have them, we do have different versions of the mod. Main reason being we are trying to fix a lot of the mods as we put them on the server. Really working on that. Mainly me and Chris are really working on fixing some of the issues with the mods. If you look at the mod download page, for example, you'll see a lot of mods at the top there that have issues. A lot of them are just minor issues, but we are working on trying to fix them. Like I said, nothing really major from what I've noticed in the mods, but we are trying to fix as many of them as we possibly can. Okay, so what's it? 3,290 or so. We are going to get 180. So I would say that's pretty much identical. I would not say that's really any majorly different here. Keep in mind, you know, there's going to be some slight differences in the crop here probably for how much we harvested. So we probably have to repeat this a couple times to really get a good number. Craig was asking, how old is this game? Talking about John Deere Drive Green. Says the graphics are terrible. And how do you know what you're doing? The ground conditions never change. Probably not real obvious in the video there, but basically what's happening in the game is the stubble is disappearing. So the stubble you see in this game here, that is what was disappearing there on John Deere Drive Green. And the game's probably a good 10 years old or so. So yeah, don't expect any great graphics out of that game. Samuel saying, looks like you're missing the GPS mod. That is for sure. GPS mod across all the farming simulator games should be like a requirement, I would say. Freakalora was asking, what hauler trailer is that? I like the extended sides and the color. That is FDR's logging lowboy. So if you like that trailer, make sure you check out FDR there. That is his logging trailer, lowboy trailer. And it basically just has extended sides there so you can haul the larger equipment. For example, this combine. Diamond was saying, nice video. Unbeatable Chicken was asking, what mod do you have that's showing you the days and the time up there? So yes, if you look on the top HUD there for the clock, you can see day 27, Saturday 10:27 up there. That is the real time. And this is day 27 in the game. So game day 27. Not actually real life, you know, like January 27 or anything like that. It's actually day 27 in the game here. And that is the real time mod. And by the way, here again, for those of you wondering what mods I have and where I get my mods, there is a mod list in the description. So if you're wondering where I got a mod, just check that out. Jeffrey was saying Courseplay has a new silage bunker level mode. You should try that out sometime. Probably won't be doing that on this map. Thinking maybe we'll save silage work for the next map. Haven't exactly decided what the next map is yet, but and if you open up Courseplay here, I'm assuming it's that last one there. I believe that is and I probably can't access that from the combine here. But that is supposed to be the leveler mode of Courseplay. And obviously I've not used that yet, so I'm not entirely sure how it works. Pretty much everything else here I have used. This is, of course, the mode there pretty much for like selling silage. Pretty much the loader course there. You can use it for other things as well. Okay, looks like a few more rows to go here, and we'll actually have this field about done. And maybe just to wrap up the video here, let's just hire a worker. Oh, he's about full, isn't he? Okay. Let's maybe solve that here a moment. And we'll maybe see if we can feed the pigs here quick a minute. I know the pigs are probably in desperate need of corn and water from the looks of it. I do believe the water trailer's up there, so they're probably all set on that. I just got to empty it into them. And here's a little helpful information for those of you trying to match a combine speed. If we do shift 3, and you have to have the drive control mod for this, down in the bottom HUD there you see a hand that says 100%. Do it again, says 0%. Do it again, and you get these little green arrows. And basically that's going to allow us to do here if we can get up here fast enough anyway before he's actually full. It will allow us to drive right alongside the combine here and match the combine speed. So we're just going to do 3, like you would with our cruise control. And then we're still a little too far back. Push 2. That'll speed us up a bit. And then drive control will automatically match the speed of the combine here. So you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to set the drive control speed, nothing like that. Just push 3. And drive control will take care of the rest. And, you know, if you need to slow down or speed up a little bit, just push 2 or 1. 1 will slow you down. 2 will speed you up a bit. And you see how we're slowing down as the combine slowed down at the end of the field there. Again, nothing I'm doing. That's actually drive control, just taking over and matching the speed of the combine there. Okay, let's see what's here. Too bad we can't, like, dump a load of corn in the back of this truck. That'd be pretty sweet. You know what, maybe before I actually go up there, let's just double check. Where is... Yes, that's what I thought. It is up there. Oh, by the way, for those of you wondering, the Massey Ferguson there, I did rebuy that, so the Massey Ferguson is back on the farm here. The small little 5613, I think it was. Basically just a great little tractor for running around the farm on, getting the small stuff done with. Actually, you know what? I don't know why I'm heading to the forestry area here. Just thinking forestry there when I was at the Twin Star. Speaking of forestry, I've done a bit of more forestry work. That's where quite a bit of the money we actually have currently came from. Got down another 2 rows of trees there and hauled them in and sold them. I think this is the road I need. Yes. And so far up until now, the pigs pretty much haven't done anything for us other than cost us a lot of money and time for feeding them. At some point, we should probably look into selling them. I think we have, what, 70-some pigs at this point? 77 pigs, actually. There we go. Actually, we'll just leave that connected for the moment. Okay, and then they need... pretty much need everything. Okay. So I know I should have some corn. Oh, wheat and barley. They do need wheat and barley. Should really bring that them. Grab our other trailer here. And I should have everything they need in storage here. Pretty much been trying to keep, you know, a little bit of wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, something like that on hand. Okay, there we go. 6,500. I'm pretty sure that'll be more than enough. Not 100% sure. I guess we'll find out. Okay, and we'll bring this to the pigs here in a moment, and then we'll wrap up the video. Kind of why I take the road route here, going up through the forest area here. Tractor really doesn't like climbing the hill, even with this small load in here. Okay, wait for the cleaner to get out of the way here a moment. Oh, wow. Okay. I did not think the pigs would take that much. That is only... Well, they actually need quite a bit more yet, too. And that's only, what, 20... Oh, 25%. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go get some more wheat and barley. Or actually, barley we brought them, so we'll get some more barley here again. But anyway, folks, better wrap up the video here. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.